Hello, my name is Manspreading Marvin, and today I am going to try to attempt to not crush my balls, while respecting these feminists and attempting to not manspread, while we consider the following.
Buzzfeed feminists are fucked.
Manspreading is when a man spreads his physical body to take up as much space as humanly possible.
Oh, so we're just making up definitions now? Well, I'm gonna make one up for you guys really quickly here. Manspreading is a blaming tactic used by feminists in first world countries like Canada and the US to portray their theme of men being selfish pricks, but instead projecting their feminine insecurities.
The key to manspreading is not noticing.
We grow up.
Right, because all men are fucking assholes and don't care about anything. It's not like we have, two egg-like contraptions between our legs. Fuck.
I have so many vivid memories as a child of my mum telling me to close my leg.
Fuck, speaking of closing your legs, I wonder how Marvin's doing. I can't tell if Marvin's laughing or crying. He's probably crying.
With gender, we're constantly working towards trying to get to this middle.
Trying to get into the middle of what? Do you want all men to castrate themselves so that they're equal to women and don't have to sit with their legs open? Is that what you want? I'm not castrating myself, sorry.
I kind of secretly hope to annoy some men.
I'm excited to see 3 over-exaggerating feminists try manspreading. Fuck yeah, let's give it a go.
That's my first train trip.
She must be baked out of her mind. Look at those eyes, dude. She's like, this is who you hire to try manspreading. A fucking doped up hipster chick. I just assumed her gender.
Do this every day without being conscious.
Lounging and keeping your legs as far forward as possible, sitting like this is manspreading now. I used to take the SkyTrain all the time to school for 4 fucking years. I've only seen rarely people sit like this and fucking like that, If it's comfortable, I don't know. If it's not bothering anybody, who cares? But I've never seen anybody sit like this before, really. Well, that's fucking over-exaggerated, man. It's fucking insane. I mean, look at this. Shit!
And spread on the bus for maybe a 5-minute ride for the first time, and it wasn't even half full, and I was already getting glared at.
You wonder why you're getting glared at? You're on the SkyTrain fucking sitting like this. I mean, not a lot of people sit like this. This is pretty stupid, pretty uncomfortable. Kind of hurts my back.
It's day 2 of manspreading, and I forgot that I had to do this.
Over-exaggerated right there. But speaking of that, I wonder how Marvin's doing. Let's go check it out.
I can't feel my balls.
Holy shit, poor Marvin. His balls must be fucking shriveled up already.
There are a lot of stereotypes surrounding black women and whether or not we're angry or we're dominant. And so maybe a lot of the reasons why.
Wow, look, another privileged slob sitting like she's fucking crazy. Just gonna eat my food right here. Fuck yeah. Acting like that won't help convince a person that you're right. So, yeah, apparently manspreading looks like this to them. Fuck it. Ow!
I just got my nails done, and I manspread during my entire manicure, and nobody really seemed to notice.
Because nobody fucking knows what manspreading is, Buzzfeed. It's just a fucking word you made up. It's like every fucking word you make up.
Really not enjoying this experiment at all.
Maybe it's because you realize that you're just being a dumb, overreacting bitch. A hypocritical one, too. Fuck. Maybe you finally understand that you don't have a reason to do this, because, you don't have balls between your legs. And maybe finally you understand the, biological makeup of a male, and that they need to, not crush them. Yeah.
What is it between their legs that's so important?
Balls. Fucking balls. Testicles. 2 not beanbag, they're not that fucking, soft, but they're the fucking tender things in between our legs that hurt when they're crushed. That's why we sit slightly like this, like a little V, not a fucking that. What the fuck is this? Circus? Half of the men are not flexible enough to sit how you sit anyways. Like, I can't fucking hold that for that long. I can't walk like this either. Why don't we just ask Marvin what's so important between his legs that's making him feel like that? Hey Marvin, what's so important between your legs? My balls!
Families, women, and elderly people standing.
Look at the first guy. He's got his legs together and he's barely sitting like this. And the second guy's got his legs crossed, so of course his legs are gonna be a little bit more open. And look, it doesn't even look like they're being distracted by each other. It's not like one guy's turning around to the other guy saying, "Hey, stop fucking manspreading so much. I can't open my legs as far as you can. That's not equal."
No.
I saw a guy who was taking up 2 seats. When I sat down, I spread my legs out, which kind of pushed his leg into his own seat. And he turned to me and gave me a dirty look and said, "Seriously?"
So basically what you just told me is that he wasn't taking up 2 seats because you got the ability to go sit beside him, open your legs up like a total asshole, and push his leg closer in. Of course he's gonna be pissed. Guess what? He has 2 testicles down there and you probably crushed one of them.
Invisible. Whereas men can be this boisterous slobs, and it's all.
That guy is clearly an asshole, but I have seen people do that from both sexes. I've seen teenage girls do that so many times after a long night of drinking and partying. They just fucking like that on the fucking, on the SkyTrain. And I've seen women, older women, it doesn't matter who, I've seen them sit a bunch of grocery bags on that one chair. I've seen that from both sexes. It's not just one thing that somebody does. That's not even manspreading. He's like fucking laying down, lounging across 2 chairs. That's not manspreading. That's just being a total cunt.
Instead of feeling the confidence that I've kind of been feeling the rest of the week, I started to feel a little guilty. While I was sitting there taking up 2 seats, a guy came up to sit next to me, and instead of moving over like I normally would, I kind of just had to sit there with my legs out, and instead of saying something to me, he just sat on the edge of the seat the entire time.
Wow, that just sounds like you just made an excuse to be a cunt because you wanted to be a cunt. That's hilarious. And where's that in the video? So you just did that on purpose? You also probably thought that you were mentally ill or something like that. And again, nobody forced you to sit like that.
So I've come across another person, quote unquote, man.
Wow, look, another feminist, a part of Buzzfeed, feeling pressed for not being in the video, so they gave her a little clip. That's really over-exaggerated. I only see dudes sit like this. This is like what they're bitching about, pretty much. All the clips of dudes that we've had have been like this. Maximum this. Not fucking this. That's fucked. That's fucked, Ricky. Oh, fuck. Speaking of feeling uncomfortable, let's check out Marvin. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. Fuck this. Can't do it anymore. Can't just do it.
I've not enjoyed this week at all. The very first day where a group of people came on, they were going to a game and they were all desperate for a seat, and I was taking up 3 seats, and they started talking about personal space.
That's not manspreading. I thought this video was about manspreading. They fucking showed manspreading to be was this, manspreading their legs. Is she spreading her legs? No, she's not spreading her legs. She's just lounging like a total asshole. I thought I already explained this. This thing? This is the same kind of thing. It's just fucking looking like a total idiot slob. You're fucking putting your legs up on a chair. I thought this was about manspreading, man. This was about America.
Regard, because I thought that I worried too much about what people think, and I've realized that I worried just enough.
Such a fucking over-exaggerated way of sitting. Again, for like the 90th time.
You should be concerned with whether or not the people around you are comfortable, because that means you're a good community member.
My favorite part of this exercise was easily when I got to sit next to men who were taking up.
She just called this an exercise? I think this is the opposite of an exercise. The only exercise, that I'd be getting trying this is fucking stretching. This exercise is definitely not a brain exercise. It's definitely an exercise to make your brain a lot fucking stupider. Stupider. You know what I find really funny? Is that the only proof of manspreading they have is them doing it. They're the only ones that are actually over-exaggeratingly manspreading. And the only other proof they can find is asshole lounging.
To be forced to manspread really showed me how up your own ass you have to be as a person to
be forced? Who forced you? Did you sign a fucking contract that if you don't do this, you'll get fucking stoned to death? Is that what it was? And I'm not talking about stoned to death, because I already know she got fucking stoned to death earlier. But I'm talking about, like, getting stoned to death, in countries where feminism should exist. Again, how is this manspreading? This is just, again, lounging like a total asshole. Holy fuck.
To the man that's taking up too much space on a bus,
You know how I can tell this isn't manspreading? Because you can see that he's not flexing his fucking hips out like a retard. He's not doing this. He's not, sitting like this, like a fucking crab. He's sitting like this, normally. This is because we have testicles for the 1 trillionth time.
we see you. You don't need that much room. To the young woman,
This is my favorite video right here. This is actually my favorite clip. You wanna know why? Because look at all the space there is here. You could sit however the fuck you wanted and nobody would give a shit, because guess why? Nobody's there! They all have their own space. Look, that guy doesn't give a fuck. He's doing something in his suitcase. He's just sitting there. He doesn't care, because they have enough fucking room. And if five, I don't even know how many people would sit there, 5, 6 people, they wouldn't give a fuck. There's no law stating that, oh, you know, you gotta keep in mind of all the other people that want to go sit down. So keep your legs closed, you filthy animals. Happy New Year.
out there, I say you should definitely be aware of your surroundings. If there's something that you want, if there's something you want to say, if there's a position that you want to hold, take up that space.
These bitches want equality, and they think only women deserve that space and not men. I think that's pretty sexist. Don't you, YouTube? I think you guys think that's pretty sexist and hypocritical as well, because I do. Fuck.